What's up, everybody? My name is Justin, and welcome back to another episode of Whiskey Tears. But today, we've got a little bit different of a video for you. So, if you guys are new here, like I said, my name is Justin. I do primarily whiskey-based videos, but today I'm going to be trying rum, but this rum has a little bit of a bourbon whiskey twist to it. This is the Myers very rare signature cask collection fine rum, but each of these bottles of rum are finished in BTAC bottle barrels. They're finished in the Buffalo Trace Antique Collection George T. Stagg and William LaRue Weller barrels. So we're gonna see if that kind of influences my like or dislike for rum at all. I am definitely not a rum guy, not a rum connoisseur. I never drink it by itself, really. I only ever have it in mixed drinks. So really, the test today is going to be, will I like these at all? And can I tell a difference between the one that was finished in George T. Stagg and the one that was finished in the WLW? All right, so first thing about these bottles is, one, I think they look really cool. Very classic gold on there, the dark liquor behind it, and then the boom, this was in this barrel label on front. But these things are hefty. These could be used as a bookend, no problem. So the William LaRue Weller one is coming in at 83 proof, rum finished in Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey cask. Obviously that's coming from the William LaRue Weller barrels, which is a 12-year-old bourbon from the prestigious Buffalo Trace Distillery. So this one, 83 proof. We'll see, because these are a little bit different, kind of like in real life. The George T. Stagg, this one is coming in at 100 proof, 15-year-old barrels that it was aged in for these. So we're gonna try it today. I don't know how it's gonna go. Am I gonna like it at all? Can I tell a difference? Let's pour them in the glasses and find out. All right, so I have had these open for a few days now. I don't know if rum is like bourbon or whiskey in that way, where sometimes it can open up a little bit after getting some air in there. But I did open them a few days ago. Haven't tried them out at all. I did give them a quick sniff, but we're gonna give it a true test today. So we've got them heads up against each other. Unfortunately, I don't have either of the real bottles of what they were finished in, so that's why I was like, maybe this will be the closest I really ever get to obtaining one of those bottles. So at least I've got something that says that now to put on my shelf. But the first test is going to be, can I get any kind of real nosing notes out of these other than that rum note? And can I tell a difference on the nose on these? I think we'll start with WLW, since that one's the lower proof. Okay, it's definitely got the rum note on there, but it's got some soft vanillas. A little bit of a spice note on there too. Maybe, I don't know if it's just my mind playing tricks on me, but maybe just a hint of oak in the background on the WLW on the nose. Let's try the George T and see what that one does. Okay, so there's not a huge difference in the noses on these for me, but I will tell you that this one kind of has that more refined nose to me, where it's not as sharp. Like this one is very sharp and kind of offensive to the nose, where this one is more of that aged and refined nose on there. This one almost has like that bubblegum medicine note to the nose as well, which isn't necessarily a good thing for me, but it's rum, so I can't really put that neither here nor there on these. I think the only thing left to do is put them head to head, taste them, and see how we go. All right, WLW, the 83 proofer. Interesting. Okay, so a couple things I noticed right off the bat on this one here is it definitely had that waxy coating of the tongue. Sometimes you get that waxy coating on bourbons and whiskeys. It can be hit or miss on whether that's a good one or not. I think this one was okay. Second thing I noticed was that the flavors came and go kind of like that. It may be having something to do with that 83 proof level, but I didn't hate it. So that's a good start, because a lot of rums I don't like so much. I don't really like that rummy note on there that you get out of some of them. In fact, I recently had a bourbon that was finished in rum casks that picked up that rummy note that I didn't like at all. but this one I did not dislike, at least, so we're off to a good start. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt this video, but I'm so excited to announce my new partnership with Cigar Page. If you guys are into cigars at all, check out the link down in the description below for Cigar Page. They have the best deals on cigars in the entire world on the internet, and it's always free shipping. Go ahead, go over there, get yourself a Perdomo Champagne 10th anniversary, get the Perdomo 20th anniversary, or get one of my recent favorites. This is the Drew Estate Undercrown 10. This thing is amazing. I appreciate your support. Make sure you check out Cigar Page down in the link below. It's actually got some fruitiness on there. Maybe like an apricot with a prune or something like that. It's definitely got a fruitiness on that. It does give you more of a sensation going down your throat than I would expect for an 83 proofer. I would probably put this in the high 90s if I was guessing blind. So it's drinking a little bit hotter than I would expect, but overall, I would say it's not terrible. I could drink this neat if I had to. I would still not prefer to drink this over whiskey any day. I would much prefer to put this in some kind of cocktail, but if I had to in a pinch, I don't know what kind of pinch that would be, that I was forced to drink rum neat, I could do this one. Let's move on to the George T, see if there's any big differences here. Definitely a difference in the palate on these. That's really where the big difference is now coming through. I kind of want to give an initial impression, but I think I'm going to do one more sip first just to make sure I'm thinking what I'm thinking is correct. I don't know if it's the 100 proof or what, but I can definitely get more depth of flavor coming out of this George T Stag, and I'm getting a little bit of those bourbon-y notes in there. I'm getting a little bit of that cherry, a little bit of that wood. Obviously, that's all wrapped around the rumminess of it, and there's a little bit of spices in there as well. So this one, actually, not too bad. This one, like, I could do, but this one, like, not too bad. I don't mind this one too much. This one is sipping more along the lines of like a regular whiskey or bourbon that I would drink. So honestly, I'm on the verge of saying I kind of enjoy this George T Stag one. It's definitely got some fruity notes on there, more along the cherry, maybe some brown sugar even on there as well. On kind of the back end, it does have some viscosity to it. It's a little bit less waxy. It's waxy. It still is waxy, but not maybe as waxy as this WLW Myers was. So interesting. I didn't expect necessarily to find such a difference between them. Now, like I said, that could have a lot to do with the proof points being 17 apart between 83 and 100, but the flavors are also a bit different as well. So take that or leave it as it is. I think I'm gonna do like a back-to-back sip heads up now and just make sure that I'm thinking of the right things here, and then we'll close this video out. So here we go, WLW quick sip. And then the George T. Oh yeah. These are miles apart on depth of flavor, on the variety of flavors, and just on how it hits the palate. This one is more of that rumminess, which, you know, some people love it and it's great, but for me it's a little off-putting at some points. This one is more refined, more along the whiskey bourbon line. Still not there, obviously, but more along that. And this one I actually kind of enjoy. So yeah, there's definitely a big difference between these two. I would pick this one all day if you are out there and you're a whiskey or bourbon person and you're thinking about trying one of these. My recommendation would be the George T. There's obviously two other types in this line, but I elected for these two because these were the bigger names out there. They MSRP for around $80. So, you know, I think it's a cool bottle to have on the shelf now. At least have something that has touched the WLW and the George T barrels in my collection now, where, you know, nothing else has. So that's it. A whiskey guy trying rum today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit like and subscribe. Check out all the cool links down in the description below. Cigars, whiskey, all that stuff you can buy down in the description. And I'll see you for your next drink.